My boyfriend Luke and I met in Arkansas on a houseboat trip. He was a camp counselor or a wilderness guide or whatever, and I was a leader for my church's youth group that was down there on a trip. And we didn't really talk that much on the trip, but a week later I got a Facebook message from one of the other guides that basically she was asking for my number so she could pass it on to Luke because he wanted to call me. So then he called me and it progressed from there. Social media and Skype has been a big part of our relationship. Not necessarily Facebook, but we, like, in the beginning stages of our relationship, most of our communication was via Skype. And like he would visit when he could. I would have no problem adding somebody on Facebook if I was interested in them. But to me that's not like a huge step. That's just kind of like people add you and they don't really even know you. I guess look at his pictures. I don't really know. I'm not one to like reach out and like everything and like comment on all of his posts. Like I'm not a huge fan of like Facebook interaction. I think it's very like single faceted, I guess. Like you get to know that person, like their thoughts and what they tell you about themselves, but you don't get to see how they interact. You don't get to see how like their lifestyle, how they react to things, like so you basically just have to go off of like what they tell you. So it's not very like deep, I guess you could say. Like there's only so far that it can go. Well, that still hasn't happened yet for me, so considering that Luke didn't have Facebook for like he got it very recently, like 2 months ago. So I guess I just like haven't really thought of that yet. I think if there's a level of certainty that you're gonna stay with the person, like it's fine. But I don't know. To me, it doesn't really mean very much, I guess. Yeah, that never happens. I think I've like commented on one of his pictures ever. We're just not Facebook people. I don't know. I'm sure that like it's situational. Like, gosh, I don't know. I'm probably the one who is the most mad. I always think that breaking up, like when I see that people have broken up on Facebook, it's really awkward. Like, cause do you like it? Like, is that something that you can like? Like, it's obviously not a good thing. And like, why would you comment on it? I don't know. I just think that's one reason I don't really like it when people are like Facebook official, because then what if you break up? Then that's super awkward. Like, how do you approach that? I don't know. If it was me and that happened to me, I would just like hide it, you know? I wouldn't have it open to comments or likes. Like, I don't know. Not really asking the public what they think. I am Facebook friends with all of my ex-boyfriends. I try to not like interact with them very much on social media. Just try not to give them the wrong idea or anything, but I don't think it's necessary to like unfriend somebody. I mean, if it's like a situation where they're creepy, then you can unfriend them, but I think that social media can be helpful in long distance relationships, especially Skype. I think Skype is awesome. But I think Facebook, I don't think it's added anything to dating relationships. If anything, it's kind of like made everything more public than it needs to be, and more, it's so much easier to compare between relationships, and like interactions that are much more shallow on social media than they would be even on the phone. So I think that given the option, it would be better to talk on the phone than like talk via Facebook.